Good day there all, I'm AViralInfection and welcome to Nekos-Nekopara Vol1, where we last finished up our date and finished up the date and kind of talked about what we're going to do in the morning. This game makes me so happy. Okay, don't click that. Sometimes you say all of those words in such a small way, and sometimes you say all those words in 5 minutes. I love it anyway. As mumbles spilled from their lips, their voices trailed off, making it sound like they were talking in their sleep. I gently embraced both of their heads, whispering to their ears with all of my heart, "Embrace thy nips. Let's do our best together, the three of us." I was just thinking, like, you know, if you do that, maybe you get like your pit hair on them, and like you need to shave that, like, because I do. Then like, well, then granted, if we look at anything there from what we can see, I have hairy abdomen, I have neck beard, I have beard. Yeah. It was fun indeed. But if I could, I'd like to have, like, just below my neck, no hair. I'd be so happy then. But I like my facial hair and hair on my head because, you know, if I don't have my facial hair, I look like a woman. So I'm not opposed against that. It's just that, you know, I don't have that awkward conversation. And the head on my head is just, I like to be fancy, I suppose. I like to be fabulous. Yeah, we'll have fun. And we'll be so happy. Like, you can't wait for it, girl. I made that promise to my beloved companions. At some point I melted into the blissful moment and drifted off to sleep. They played that beat and I drifted off. They gave me the beat. They freed thine soul. Hey, my arms are going down here. Thank you. Alright, are we in their room this time? The first time in the same CG, we were in that room. What? What's from Overworked? What's wrong, Cashew? Like, not just busting a nut. Did you bust and break a nut? I was gonna say, I have an extra, I can give it to you. Hell, if only I could give you 2 and I'd still be a Hitler. You know, he was a Uniball guy. Currently, I am Austin Powers or Dr. Evil, so yeah. $1 million. Sitting next to the bed, Shigeru let out a big sigh. Whoopsie! As the word describes, the prefix to that being over, as in an extension beyond its normality. Work being exertion. So he, well, did just that. He did as just said. You're giving her bigger words. Ah, geez. Cashew. You need to take better care of yourself before you get to this point in time. These Kagos are going to worry for you. These Nekos are untamable. And up until yesterday... Yep, I feel like that's going to happen in one of these days. It's going to be regrettable. In a way, it's like you can't notice it. Are they thinking what I'm thinking? That what really put it over the boundaries was the whole... How long of a session last night was it? God damn it, guys. For the record, it's not what you two are thinking. Sex. Ooh. Ooh. Oh shit. Hey, we can, and I will be ever so pleased, because I have quite the prowess. Well, these cashews should. Not as much. But hey, narcissism for the win. Polygamy for the win. Wait a minute. What was that casual little remark just now? Oh, really? I'll be usual than you would say. I might let it slide because it made me laugh. What? What? What the fuck? What the fuck? Swipe. How much tuna do you carry in that kimono? Just why did you bring that fatty tuna with you? She clearly is ready for anything, everything. The two drooling cacos behind her were ready for everything and anything too. God, do I have no choice but to stop hiding things from Shigure? Yeah. Hey, don't make a fuss just because I can't get up. I'm not going to close the shop just because I'm feeling a little dizzy. We're at a crucial time with our clientele increasing and all. I know. Yes, keel over. Oh, geez, you're holding back tears. No, no. That's what I told him. Immortality, then the bitches. If you get the bitches, they'll drive you to death before immortality. You know? I just need rest. So basically, hop back into bed because I need sleep, and you're gonna make it so much calmer for me. And I don't mean to do anything naughty. I mean just to be around because it's so soft, it's so warm, it's just a calm embrace. That's what I miss most about having a relationship. She was angry. Shigure was clearly angry. From my experience, Shigure was at her most upset when she smiled while angry. That's not a smile. Even the cat girls themselves seem pretty serious too. You guys say the scariest things sometimes. True. What the fuck? She said it without missing a beat, smiling as usual. Please stop the jokes like that. You're gonna give him a heart attack, and then he's gonna die, and then you're gonna kill yourself. Ah, yes, I guess. I'll try. And who's gonna put me in there? You? Them? The people you're gonna call in? At my vague reply, her face started getting closer and closer. Can I boop her on the nose? Just boop. The pressure from her smile was terrifying. At this point, I didn't seem to have a choice. I'm not really a serious person in most cases. I'm either overly serious or not even serious at all. So yeah, as soon as they look at me, you could die. Boop. Got it. I'll be a good boy and get some sleep. That's definitely better than being hospitalized. What? Gee, you have all the traits, all the BDSM, all of it, all six. Yes. Cheers. We'll similar stances, aren't we? Because he wants to finish all of them. Needless to say, cut it out. I've already said I'd be good and get some sleep. Shigure gave a satisfied nod at my answer. At least for today, I'd give in. Plus, it was true that I couldn't work like this. I'm fine for now. Just help me sleep. Yeah, I'm fine. There's no point in making this much of a fuss. Damn it. Yeesh. They're following my orders faster than I expected them to. Just get to them bed and help me sleep. I like this idea. Creep in. Well, I wasn't really gonna say anything. Don't worry about it. Their long strings of yawns were surreal. I guess it was pretty calm, and I felt some muscles loosening up. It was like some sort of tension was draining from me. Oh no, but sleepy time. Don't take advantage of this opportunity, Jigure. Why, yes, I do. It's easy to remember that geckos really are just cats when you live with them. Brazen of you. Really? Lay off, would you? Oh no! Oh god! She's doing how she would do. Resist! You're so persistent. Dude, resist! Resist! I really can't understand your definition of love. Baby, don't hurt me. Don't hurt me! No more! Yeah! Love that one. It's been like this ever since she was born. But thinking of that song, I did have a moment in time of school where I did do that with a teacher. Where he was asking a German foreign exchange student what it was for love. What is love in German? Because of the people who were harassing him if you want to know about it. So he's saying stop harassing, all that jazz. So we break into that song. And also with that guy and Shigure have so much in common is they look terrifying when they're angry and smiling. He never stops smiling. And it is amazing. I didn't want to bring up that until I had maybe another connection, and it happened. Yes? I have a lot to strive for. That's probably the only reason why I don't have that happen, because I know my limits. I don't do things with adrenaline. I don't do things involving risk-taking. I don't do things that do a lot of things. It's just I'm like camped in my house, because I can't do a lot of things. I don't have the physical attributes of someone who can. I don't have the prowess or the ability to. I got health restrictions. You said it yourself. If you get too worried, tired, you don't notice it, right? There's a point in time beforehand you'd realize that. The thing is, I don't want to get anywhere near my limit. So the point in time where I feel tired, I stop. It's like I have a... I'd have reoccurring moments, and it wouldn't be good. She sat up straight and stared at me intensely. We waited in silence for a while, yet she still stared at me without budging an inch. Seeing her persistence, I decided to give in and surrendered with a sigh. It's because I thought that I had to work harder. I murmured, leaning in my head against a pillow and looking at the ceiling. Recently, I went on a date with Chocolate and Vanilla. It was then that it struck me that they're not just pets, but family, lovers even. So I didn't want them to have to work hard because of my choice to leave home. Yeah. Well, it's your own fault our clientele increased so much. Yeah, you know. I decided not to press further. She smiled slightly and tilted her head in response. If she was going to address that issue, honestly, she would already have done so by now. That's how Shigure had always been. Quite. Why what? She took a deep breath and looked at me with a kind of troubled smile. Yeah? Her smile stabbed at my heart. Those were words that Chocolate and Vanilla would say about me. No, I'm sure. These were Shigure's words too. Her smile pierced me and my words were trapped in my throat. I wish you'd say that I'm worthy of being relied upon. Oh god. Now it's really attacking the heartstrings of mine. One thing about being a puppeteer. You realize that you were a puppet. That you had strings. You cut them, and the strings are harder to get at. You can't cut them at the very base, because then you tear into yourself. So, your strings can still be grabbed and pulled. Okay, I'm back. Now that sounds like me. She spoke as if she were indulging a child's in a child's tantrum. Holy English. Sitting next to me, she placed her small hand on my cheek, and ever so lightly closed her eyes. Her slender, small hands, warmth, was so gentle and loving. Hands' warmth. The stiffness in my shoulders seemed to melt away. Never mind. Shit. She looked at her phone and furrowed her brows. When she just sat there motionless, I could pretty much figure out who it was. If it's from home, you should write. It's from home, right? You should answer. What the fuck? Well, Shigure fell silent and gripped the phone tightly. Yeah. I don't think you're too naive to the world, from what you've been stating. You just elaborately built up a new system of clientele for a guy when he just opened. You ran business very well. You're not naive to how the world runs.
私はお父様とお母様の言うことに従わねばならないのでしょうか。
You're not a puppet. You don't have to be, at least. Sever the strings. Sever the ties. Hopefully they won't claw back at him.
私はここにいたいのです。
Wait. Wait. That's all.
兄様が苦しまれてる時くらいせめておそばにいるだけでも。
I have no opposition against this, but you're just a minor. I could maybe get the guardian thing on this, but I can't. Parents.
妹として家族としておそばにいることも許されないことなのでしょうか。
I don't know. She spoke in a lonely, frustrated voice with her face downturned. Her voice sounded soft, but was filled with a firm desire. You're so silly, Shigure. Who cares whether you're allowed to or not?
兄様。
Hello? I sat up and wrapped my arms around Shigure's shoulder. Shigure let herself rest her head on my chest. I promise I'd look after myself, and I will. Plus, Chocolate and Vanilla are here, so the three of us will be fine. You said that earlier yourself, remember? I whispered as gently as I could near Shigure's ear. At least he's being honest and kind with not shouting in someone's ear. For her to be so attached to me, it honestly made me really happy. That was exactly why. I didn't want Shigure to be as clumsy as I was. The fact was that Shigure was still a child and she still needed that family of ours. She didn't need me leading her astray. If they found out you came here, you'd never be able to come back, right? I couldn't bear it if that happened.
それは本当ですか？
Of course. Why would I lie about that?
兄様らしい説得の仕方ですね。
Very well, very good, man. Her small shoulders shook happily. I probably didn't have to tell my precautious little sister, but she still gave a small nod at my words.
また明日も来ますからね。
Cheers.
兄様の面倒を見れる人はもう私だけなのですから。
Hey, you have a multitude of cat girls who can definitely help. Okay, just please don't go overboard. She hugged me tighter and placed her cheek on my chest. Shigure was the same as Chocolate and Vanilla. Keeping those words to myself, I hugged her back.
にゃー、しぐれちゃんがご主人様とイチャイチャしてる。私たちに片付けをさせておいて、なんたる不始末。
Yeah, Shigure! What do you think you're doing? They're betraying their trust.
これも妹の特権なのですよ。兄様、ガラガラガラ。
She really is a Neko. She's a Neko all along.
にゃー、私もガラガラする。ご主人様、ガラガラってしてください。
Gara gara.
私もこのビッグウェーブに乗らざるを得ない。
Hiding your emotions, I see.
さあ、ご主人、ゴロゴロしてたの？
Hey, wait, the three of you at once is too heavy, so heavy.
女性に重いとは失礼ですよ、兄様。
True,
比
true,
較
true.
的みんな軽いはずだから大丈夫。
Relatively.
これは愛の重さですよ。だから我慢です、ご主人様。
Suffer! Yeah. Wait, I'm the sick person here. The weight of love from the three of them gave no mercy. And there would be no mercy for the folly. Jokoro also loves you. Nisama, I love you. I might also moderately love you. That's the choke. No, that's the chocolate. That's chocolate we love. That's the sugar we love. That is a definite vanilla we love.
ショコラ、バニラ。
You tried to interrupt me, but you know, you have a scripted time dialogue, and I didn't mean to quote.
大丈夫です。任せてください。
Damn it, they still got me with the odds.
鈴持ちの猫が2匹もいるからもう満体。
Have no fear, Bell Lady's here.
そうですね。 してます。では兄様、また明日に。
Yeah. Yes, sorry, I can't see you out. I'll see you later. Shigure gave a little wave of her hand. As the door closed, hiding her from view, I sank into a nearby sofa. Now that Shigure was gone, I could drop the front I've been putting up to keep her from worrying.
ご主人様、大丈夫ですか？
No.
ご主人、大丈夫？
No. I'm fine. He was just tired to be standing there, that's all. Choking and Vanilla both looked at me weirdly. I was wondering why he was in here. Like, he shouldn't be in this room, man. I forced a smile as I answered, "Don't make those faces now. Once I sleep a little, I'll be better, don't worry." Shigure said so too, didn't she? I petted both their heads.
でも、本当に病院行った方がいいんじゃないですか？
I don't want to go.
鈴の試験で習った。動けないときは救急車を呼ぶって。
I don't like the outside world. They scare me. These people scare me. It's not bad enough for that, okay? Plus, we've finally got customers that come here now. How would it look if an ambulance stopped in front of the bakery?
ご主人様。ご主人。
Yeah. Their faces already clouded with worry darkened more. Their mouths were slightly agape, as if to say more. But they swallowed their words and bowed their heads.
難しいこと。わからなくてごめんなさい。
It is all right.
鈴を持ってても、人の気持ちまではわからない。
It's not with that. It's that we're way too fucking complicated. On purpose. We're complicated on purpose. Well, I do it just for fun. But still. Don't be silly. It's not something you need to apologize for. I pulled the two close as their faces became tearful. I hated not being able to put my feelings into words. I holding them to my chest. I squeezed them tightly.
何もできないですけど、でもそばにいますから。
And that's all I ask.
ご主人様が前にショコラたちにしてくれたみたいに。
Okay, that is not all I ask. I ask a few things, but that is one of them for sure.
ご主人が辛そうなのを見てるだけは苦しい。私にできることなら何でもするから言って。
Hold me. Squeeze me. Feed me. Love me. Never leave me. They tightly squeezed back. You did one of those. Good job. Good job. Their honest feelings were warm, like the heat from their bodies.
でも、猫は賢い子たちですから、人間の家族にもパートナーにもなれるくらいに。
Great, I got a little girl inside my head. Not again. Not again. Not again. Don't slip out the insanity just yet, self.
自分にも頼ってもらえないのは、寂しいことだと思いますよ。
Okay, yep, that. You're bringing up certain memories there. Shigure, you're making my nose run. Okay. That was actually pretty weird because it just had sudden memory came back and my nose just started running. I understand. Family, partners, they might be saying like this. I close my eyes, savoring the warmth of my beloved cat girls. If I wasn't careful, I might break down crying. I knew that feeling, man. From the pure kindness that filled my heart. Then stay by my side. If you two are with me, that's enough.
そんなの言われるまでもないです。離れろって言われても離れない。
I know how much that went for, so I know those words are honest. They hugged me even more tightly. And I hugged them back with all my strength. Oh God, it hurts. Thank you. I'm no longer just one person. I need to get well quickly, so I don't worry them any more than I already have. With that foremost in my mind, I lost track of time. This is where I'll cut it off. So I will see you guys. I always say guys. Still. I will see you metaphorically in the next one. Signing out. If you just anything from which way you wish to share, go there. To make my words harder to understand. Any which way, have a good day.